Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I'm your host, The Clouded Crow, and today we'll be reacting to BEASTARS episode 5. Now the last episode, episode 4 of BEASTARS, was probably my favorite episode so far. It was so powerful, had me on the edge of my seats, had me like super tense because Bill and LEGOSI. Now both of them are some pretty big, apex predators. I don't know if a tiger is an apex, maybe it is. But anyways, they're big dog predators. And so before, when Bill was playing the villain and Louis was the hero and they would fight, Bill felt like he had to hold back because, Louis, he's a deer. He didn't want to break him essentially. And then fast forward, they find out about Louis' injury, he passes the role to Bill, and then LEGOSI gets put into his villain spot. And so during practice they get to kind of fighting a bit, and Bill starts going all out because he can. He knows that LEGOSI can take it, and this kind of gave him a thrill. So fast forward even more, you get to the actual play. And this is where things get really interesting because before that, Bill had the rabbit blood, which was kind of like an adrenaline boost for him, kind of keep him topped off for the entire performance. And once he saw LEGOSI's reaction to him having that rabbit blood, that's when he knew, like right off the top of his head, when LEGOSI came on stage and punched him, he knew the reason why LEGOSI was so mad was because he did something bad to an herbivore or to some delicate creature that he was really beating himself up about, and he was kind of putting all that anger and frustration on Bill. So Bill kind of hugged him and clawed into his back as a brotherly pack, like I understand your pain or I understand where you're coming from, is basically what he tried to say. And then LEGOSI was pretty much he was kind of put into submission in a sense, where he kind of had to give up. And then that's right when and where Louis came through, put Bill in his place, chased him out of here, took over the show. Everybody was cheering like crazy. It was insane, dude. I was so tense when I saw Bill kind of put his foot on top of LEGOSI and kind of crush his chest a bit. And then when Louis came in, that tension was instantly relieved. It was such an awesome feeling. And I love how this anime is just able to pull me in, and I get so immersed when watching it. So I can't wait to see what this episode has in store for us. So if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe for more Slice Shonen content. Make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so this is the part of the episode where you guys will be grabbing your source videos. If you do not have one, I will have one linked in the description. All you gotta do is click the first link that you see, bring up the video, and get ready to sync it with me. Now, the link in the description may have different subtitles just because I couldn't find a player online that actually has the same subtitles that I have, so I just put up another player. It pretty much has the same general idea, the subtitles may just be a bit different, but everything else should be pretty much the same. So if you guys are ready to start, we'll be doing this in, alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, and we have the awesome intro coming up right now. Alright. Oh, and didn't also, last episode we kind of dipped a little bit into HARU'S past as well with oh, what was it, the rabbit girl that kind of had half black fur, half white fur. She was mad at Haru because she was pretty much making fun of her, saying she sleeps around and stuff, and that she's kind of making her feel like she's dirty. And we found out last episode that her boyfriend actually slept with Haru. So maybe she found out about that he slept with her, and that's why she was mad at her from before. Or maybe she just had an inkling that something went on between them. So I don't know. But this whole Haru situation, it's really interesting because we of course have an idea of what she's done, and kind of we know she's slept around and stuff. But the thing that I'm really interested in figuring out is how she really feels on the inside. And if she Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we don't have the full story. Like, it's not as black and white as it looks. So, I hope we can get back into her soon, cuz she has a really interesting story. Dang. It really was. Okay, alright, calm down. Legacy did not pull out a freaking machine gun. Gosh, freaking high school gossip, man. Hey, grabbed us lunch. An egg sandwich with soy milk. Dang. The birth of a dark hero. Jack, is that the guy that was working the lights with him before? Or no, that's him. This guy's a good friend though. Came out here, sat next to Legacy, brought him lunch. Ugh, he's chewing them out right now. Dang. So he expected this of Bill, but he expected better of Legacy. Dang. Dang. Get out of here, man. He's trying to have a talk with his boys. Legacy is not used to the limelight. And look at that. That pro actor coming through right there. Completely 180'd his attitude. Yep, that's one thing that is true. Those two definitely learned something from this. Dang. Dude, he was preaching. Even though he was talking to the media, his message was meant for Legacy. Dropped a sandwich. 3-second rule. Man, that looks kind of good. I could go for like a tuna sandwich right now. Ooh. He let himself go wild for a second. Hmm. Man, it's cool knowing that Legacy has a friend like this. He seems like super understanding. Ooh. He's like, what? Really? Legacy's like, alright, gotta get to class. Oh man. Oh man, dude. This guy's awesome. What's his name? Jack? Man. And here she is. The lucky lady that won Legacy's heart. Legacy. No way! No way! What? My boy Legacy! He's getting done dirty! Oh no! Oh! Dude, that hurts, man. Oh man. Oh, dude. Man. So have those two kind of been like on and off? Like hooking up regularly? Dang. I mean, granted, none of them know that Legacy likes Haru, but dang, that sucks. Knowing that, like, because Legacy kind of looks up to Louis. Like, Louis somewhat of a friend to him. And knowing that his friend is sleeping with the girl he likes, that's so. Oh, man. I feel for him. Dude, honestly, if I were in this, like, drama class or whatever, I'd be with the light crew. Like, the everybody that was sitting against the wall. Because they seem like they have, like, a brotherly bond going on right here. They all know how it feels to work behind the scenes and stuff. Where the couples get together. It's an event for normies, dude! Oh man, I'd definitely be a part of this crew. It seems like they're the types to just be like cracking jokes and just having a good time. Man, just chilling. What? It's been a month already? Alright. Yeah, thanks a lot. Ah, and this girl's back again. She's got her little clown buddies next to her, dude. All they do is sit on the sidelines and laugh. And these are the kind of friends where if the girl with like black and white fur were to get in trouble, the other two would flake so hard. Artificial friends right there. Maybe because you have such a nasty attitude. Hey, let him know. Dang, she's kinda. Ooh, she's not holding back, is she? Oh man. Mm-hmm. Oh man. His heart's beating out of his chest, and she's not afraid at all. I love how she's just so comfortable and casual around him. Maybe it's because she's just like over time become really comfortable around guys, or maybe she just knows that he's a good guy. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's so. Oh my gosh. Oh snap, they're going out to eat. That's so interesting how in Legacy's head that was just like such a subtle movement, like something so natural to him. But the way it came off to her was like he was putting his foot down. Like, man, that just shows. She's so little, dude. She's sitting on top of her book bag. Her feet are swinging under the table. Oh man, I love Legacy, dude. Hmm. Dang, he is really panicking. What was that? Did she kind of like shiver at the sight of him eating meat? What? What is going on? What in the world is happening right now? Is she uncomfortable too? And you hear the kicks? Dude. Or maybe she's getting turned on. Just cause to him, or to her, he probably seems very dominant. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Dang. Oh, is it just a twitch she has? Oh no. Oh! So she is nervous around him. Dang, she's playing it off pretty well though. She's playing it off pretty well. But deep down inside, she's terrified. Like her instincts are telling her to run. Oh! Dang. So something big needs to happen between them in order for her to kind of look past his size and him being a predator. Wait, was that her book bag she left? Or was that his book bag? Oh, it was his! What a gentleman! What a gentleman! My boy Legacy! This atmosphere looks pretty familiar. Oh man. Looking into each other's eyes. Man. Hmm. He can't get that image of her eyes out of his head. Oh man, here it begins, and his tail's wagging, dude. But Jack called it. Man. What a great episode, dude! Oh my gosh! I love this anime. It's so freaking good. When they're eating together. This is so awesome, man. This is so freaking awesome. Alright, so that was the end of episode 5. We got to see Haru and Legacy get a lot closer. And it's really awesome to see because clearly we know that she's slept around, and so I'm sure she's like very comfortable around guys. Like, she doesn't get all nervous and tense, kind of like LEGOSI when he's around Haru. But at the same time, I don't think she's ever been with someone like him. Like, she's been with a bunch of herbivores, but I think, didn't she say, like, if she would have slept with LEGOSI, that would have been her first time sleeping with a carnivore? So, dang. So, like, number one, that would have been her first time with a carnivore, and number two, one of the biggest, like, apex carnivores out there. He's like a big deal. And so normally she's comfortable around guys, but around LEGOSI, she's nervous, she's like kind of panicking on the inside. Her instincts are telling her to run, but she knows that he's a nice guy, and so she's like conflicted in her head, even though she plays it off so well, so chill and calm. Whereas LEGOSI, you can see how nervous he is on the outside. And maybe Haru can see it too, but she is either, I don't know, maybe she either doesn't see it or she sees it. No. Because I think if she realized how nervous he actually was, then maybe she wouldn't be as kind of anxious around him. But I don't know. I'm sure, like, she knows that he's a nice guy, but I don't think she completely understands just how, like, trapped in his own head he is, like how nervous and shaky he is. Which is also really interesting because, you know, one thing that helps me out with YouTubing, for example, is like, especially when I first started out and I was really nervous, is that whenever you are like nervous and you kind of feel yourself kind of choking or being really like tense on the inside, you notice it like 1,000 times more than anyone watching you or anyone around you. Like, a lot of the things that you beat yourself up over, like, for example, if I say something and then I like can't think of what to say next, and then I finally think of something and say it, that gap in between, it seems a lot longer in my head than when I actually go back and editing. It's only like a second pause, but in my head it's like 3 seconds have gone by and I need to say something. So like LEGOSI, for example, he's like super anxious, super shaky on the inside, but on the outside he probably looks kind of normal. Like, I'm sure Haru hasn't hung out with a lot of carnivores, so she's not 100% sure what they're like when, you know, they hang out together. So maybe she doesn't notice anything. But anyways, great episode, phenomenal series. This series so far is climbing closer and closer and closer to reaching my top 10 favorite anime of all time. And I've seen a lot of anime in my day, so man, it's just so good. And I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe. For more Slice Shonen content, make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description. And also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that, I'm going to head out, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.